It's now time for Veteran of the Week. Representative Burns, you're recognized to present our Veteran of the Week.
Members, thank you for joining us today. Before I get into the Veteran of the Week, I want to introduce his wife of 62 years, Gail, on the floor with him and his family. If you guys would stand up in the gallery and be recognized. I've had the honor of calling Gary Vance a friend of mine for years. And despite the age difference between us, the bond forged through military service knows no such barrier. Our friendship has shown me that war connects us like brothers and creates a bond that only veterans can share. Gary went to the Army Fixed-Wing Aviation School in 1965 and served with the Bird Dog Company, flying single-engine observation planes low over central highlands of South Vietnam. His daily missions were dangerous, scouting for enemy activity. He flew hundreds of these missions and earned high distinction for his bravery and dedication, which you will hear in his citation later. Members, the Vietnam War stands as a testament to a sad era of American history. Vietnam veterans had to literally sneak in the back doors to avoid harsh criticism and harassment. We all must remember that not so long ago, there is very little to no support for veterans, and we all should welcome a Vietnam-era vet home, because they didn't get the welcome that the rest of us global war on terrorism veterans did coming home. So Gary, welcome home. I believe it's extremely important to remember the famous words of Ronald Reagan, that freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. After Gary came home from Vietnam, his service didn't end. He defines what it means to give back. As a commander of the local VFW, he has been at the heart of every veteran cause in Pawnee. He even talked me into becoming quartermaster for the VFW when I got back from Afghanistan. Gary has spent countless hours honoring fellow veterans, putting out flags on Memorial and Veterans Day, organizing events, and leading by example. He's done more than his fair share and now looks to pass the torch to the next generation. Gary, you set the standard high, and I hope one day I can match the impact you've made in our community. And I thank you for everything you've done, and congratulations. Mr. Speaker, we have the clerk read the citation, please.
Clerk will read.
Whereas Captain Gary Vance is a resident of Pawnee, Oklahoma, and joined the Army National Guard in 1958 while still attending Pawnee High School. And then in 1960, he transferred to an Army Special Forces Reserve unit in Stillwater, Oklahoma, while attending Oklahoma State University. And whereas Captain Gary Vance attended the Infantry Officer Candidate School, an Army Airborne course at Fort Benning, Georgia in 1961. After graduating from OSU, at the time ranked as a second lieutenant, he attended Pathfinder School and in 1965 was accepted for fixed-wing flight school. While in flight school, he saved the life of a passenger who survived a plane crash on the airfield. For his actions, he was awarded the Soldier's Medal. And whereas Captain Gary Vance graduated from flight school in 1966, was ordered to Vietnam, where he was stationed in Pleiku, South Vietnam, with the Headhunter 219th Aviation Co. as a forward air controller. He flew over 800 combat missions while deployed. After completion of his first tour in Vietnam, he was stationed at Fort Hood, Texas for 14 months, and then a semester at USC before being reassigned to Vietnam for his second tour. And whereas Captain Gary Vance was awarded the Distinguished Flying Cross, 2 Bronze Stars medals, 36 Air Medals, the Army Commendation Medal with V for Valor, the Vietnam Service Medal, and the Parachutist, Army Aviator, and Pathfinder badges, 2 Vietnam Gallantry Crosses, 1 with Silver Star and 1 with 2 palms. He was inducted into the Oklahoma Military Hall of Fame in 2010. He was instrumental in forming the VFW Post 7966 and is currently active in the organization. Whereas the Oklahoma House of Representatives on the first session of the 60th legislature takes great pride in honoring you, Captain Gary Vance, as Veteran of the Week, as the state of Oklahoma holds our veterans in highest esteem and appreciates the sacrifices and contributions they have made to preserve our freedoms and way of life. Now, therefore, pursuant to the motion of Representative Ty D. Burns and Senator Chuck Hall, the Oklahoma legislature extends to Gary Wayne Vance, Sr. sincere commendations and directs that this citation be presented.